I joined a swap this week for Project Life cards, and we are instructed to make 10 and to send 9. But just the way that I have them laid out on the pages, I went ahead and made 12 just so that I don't have a lot of waste and everything prints out okay. So pretty much the theme for this card that I'm making, it's a 3x4 vertical card. And I guess this one's going to be more of a filler card than an actual journaling card. But I am going to have enough room to where they can add a stamp for a date or a phrase that they want to add. This is taken from the Maggie Holmes collection. What I did is I went to acdigitals.com, and Maggie Holmes just released hers on its American Crafts digital site, end of their website. And I downloaded all of those digital elements into my Silhouette Cameo. I also downloaded her papers. So in the My Patterns section, I've imported the Maggie Holmes papers, and so all of those are here in this section. So I took two elements. One is this stacked banner, and the other is this typewriter from that collection. Now, when you bring it in, it will not have a cut line since these are digital elements. So let me go down and grab that typewriter real quick and show you what I mean. If I can find it, there we go. Okay, so you'll see when I bring it in onto the page, it's a lot larger than what I actually needed. So I did go ahead and scale it down just by manipulating with the little corners, and I made it to the size that I needed. Then if I click on the scissor tool here, you'll see that this does not have a red line around it, whereas all of these do. So again, I used the trace feature up here, select trace area, went all around it, high pass filter off, threshold all the way up, and then trace outer edge. So now you'll see that it has that red line. So after I imported everything into this area here, I did the trace feature and I was able to have a cut line put around every single element. On the second page, I created the actual journaling card. What I did there was I already have my journaling cards here, 4x3 vertical project life. So I double click on that and it adds it to the page. Let me just kind of move these around a little bit so you can see what's going on here. So I added it to the page just like that, and it was blank. Now to fill in the card, all you have to do is click on the card itself and make sure that the dimensions show. Then I go back into the library and find the paper that I wanted, which is this Maggie Holmes ledger paper right here. Double click on that. Go back to your project and you'll see it fills it in. So after that, I had 4 cards perfectly filled in with what I needed for that. So I'm going to print out 3 of these pages and then send them to the Silhouette and cut out those 4. So all of the cards now are decorated. They have everything glued down. The glossy accents to hold down the sequins is all dried as well. So all I'm going to do now is add the stitching to the top of all the cards as well as the staples, and then these will be ready to go. One other thing I needed to add is on the back, I did go ahead and reinforce this a little bit. I just kind of added a little bit of my contact information on the back onto a scrap piece of cardstock because when I tried to put it into the sleeve, it was just too weak since I had embossed the paper. So either you can cover the entire back with another thick piece of cardstock, or you can just do a little scratch piece of paper is fine as well, and it gives it that little bit of sturdiness and it will slide in just fine. I just had to make sure there were no pictures in on either side. Put this in first and then slide in a photo behind it. So they do fit, it's just because this makes it a little bit more weak when you're sliding it through the slot, you may want to go ahead and reinforce the back if you decide to emboss your Project Life cards. So I hope those little tips helped, and thanks for watching.